Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning.
Hi, kids. A hot tea, please.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. We hope your day is off to a great start. And as always, thank you so much for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street today. We have a special feature piece. It highlights a woman who has made a number of firsts for the Dickson County Police Department. In fact, back in 2021, she was named the first female lieutenant in the department's history. And most recently, she was promoted to captain, the first female captain in the Dickson County Police Department's 120-year history. Jessica Blackwell is her name. Well, Captain Jessica Blackwell. I actually went to high school with her, and it was so wonderful to sit back down to hear more about her path, where her passion started, how her love for law enforcement ignited inside of her. Well, she shares that with us, her journey, in just a little bit. I do hope you stick around to hear some of her story. She really knows the Dickson County Police Department inside and out, really every department, but she'll have her journey for us in just a little bit. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. I am thrilled to highlight a beautiful woman here in Dickson County, Jessica Blackwell, the first police female captain in the police department's 120-year period. She worked for this position, worked her way up, and she's going to share that story with you today, her role. And again, you have so many young people out there that may want to take the same path, young girls out there that may want to take the same path. So first off, thanks so much for sitting down with me.
Oh, you're very welcome.
How is it
Thanks
to
for
hear?
meeting with me.
Oh, you're so very welcome. How is it to hear Captain Jessica Blackwell?
It's different. It's unexpected. Like, I never would have thought that I would have came to this rank. You know, I was perfectly content to be in an SRO because I love that job. It's such a rewarding job. So, yeah.
And you're over special services.
Yes, ma'am.
So for this area, and those who may not be familiar with the different areas of the police department, what does that entail?
So special services is going to be your community relations, community events, SROs, school resource officers. I do the grants here. I just do a lot of different things with our department.
So walk us through some of those things, because I know you have a busy day. We've been trying to do this now for a minute. You have some really full days.
Yes. Well, with the school resource officers, you know, we are constantly in the schools dealing with different things that go on. So I help and try to do what I can for them. I also am the one who does the grant stuff, which with the grant stuff, that's a lot. And the different events, like I coordinate the events, the locations, the people, I mean, like everything, trying to get everything together for the events.
That you have made it to this point, starting really when you were 15 years old. Yeah. In high school, or was it junior high that you started looking kind of into law enforcement?
So it was high school. Yeah, you know, like whenever you're in ninth grade and you figure out like, oh, what do I want to do with my life? Well, I really thought it was going to be in math because I really enjoyed math, right?
Oh, you were in a small percentage there.
Like I did. I
kidding.
really enjoyed math. So I really thought it would be something math related. And then I don't know, I just kind of came across law enforcement stuff. And I thought, what a great way, what a good career that you could help people and make a difference in your community. So even at a young age, I was thinking like, how could I help people? So.
And you're seeing a picture now of Jessica Blackwell when she was in her teens, a part of the Explorer program.
Yeah.
And that really set you up, and here you are today. What has been that path? What steps did you take to find yourself in this one?
Okay, so I decided I wanted to join the Explorer program. I had heard about it at school, didn't really know much about it, and I thought I'll apply and see what it's about. So I go. I make lots of friends at the Explorer program. In high school, I played tennis and basketball also. So, but I really enjoyed the Explorer stuff. So whenever I got into that and I started doing more of that, my senior year, I did the Youth Apprentice program. Well, the Youth Apprentice program is where you could leave school to go to intern. And my internship, I had talked to, I can't remember if it was Jeff Lewis or the chief specifically, to find out if I could intern down here. And at the time, Chief Ricky Chandler, he let me. So at first, the first little bit, I was down in dispatch. And then they decided I could do Tibers. So whenever I turned 18, which was that year, he had hired me part-time to be a clerk and do their Tibers program, which that's the uniform reporting system that we report to. That's the state reporting system. So, yeah.
You really have knowledge of all aspects of this department.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I was the court clerk first. And then whenever I turned 19, I was 19. And Chief Ricky Chandler at the time asked me if I was, because he knew I wanted to go to patrol. So he was like, you need to go on and put in your application. So I did, and he hired me at the age of 19 to be a police officer for the city of Dickson.
So you're on patrol, you made it to lieutenant, and then now again to captain. For those who may want to have a future in law enforcement, those moments to where, and I would think this would happen on patrol, you find yourself in a situation that you're like, okay, got to make a decision, and it's got to be the right one.
Yeah.
What is that like?
That's a police officer, period. Police officers do that every day. They have to make decisions, split-second decisions, and you have to be confident and make the right decisions. It is knowing you, like knowing yourself, being able to, like, you're working for the greater good. I mean, you are 100% there for your community. The decision you're making, it's affecting everyone that's involved in the calls that you go on, because every call you go on is different. It's not like being in an office where everything is just the same every day. Like every call we go on, there's different aspects of it. So yeah, you have to be able to learn how to, those last second stuff, you have to learn how to be able to do stuff like that.
Looking at, again, the pictures, there's a hallway of pictures, which you guys saw a little bit ago, to see yourself there, to kind of look back at what got you to this point. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, so it's gone by so fast. I just started my 24th year here at the police department in June, and I have 2 children and a husband, and my son is a senior this year. So, you know, I mean, I started here before Bella is my daughter. I started here before she was born. I mean, and like, I raised my family here. Like, my kids love seeing the officers. They love interacting. And I feel like being a police officer has also helped me I've raised my kids, in this department, so.
And you grew up here. You are, the words, serving your community.
Right.
What does that mean to you?
Yeah, so I love serving my community. I grew up here. I want this to be a safe place. Like, if my children decide to come back here to live, I want them to feel comfortable and safe. And I love interacting with the people in our community. Like, I want your kids to feel safe. I want everybody's families to want to come here and enjoy the stuff that we provide here, because this city, it's wonderful. It's a great community.
You've worked in the schools. You've been there, in the hallways.
Yeah.
What do you hope to do with this role? How do you hope to not only connect with the kids in the area, the older kids? What do you hope to do?
So I love the kids. Like, being in the school, like I said, is one of the most rewarding jobs. Those kids, and I'm going to say the kids that, not troubled, but do some things maybe they shouldn't be doing.
Kids,
making bad choices.
Yeah,
they're making choices, and it doesn't mean that's a forever choice, though.
I promise you, it does not.
There is nothing wrong with making a bad choice, having consequences, and then doing better. So many kids, though, that I have dealt with at the school is kids that have made one bad choice, but it doesn't mean that it's forever and that they can be on a better path. So realistically, that's what I love about the school, is because even right now, I'll have kids that are grown that'll come and they'll hug me, and I love them like my own. Like, I've just been with them for so long. But usually it is the kids that have made a bad choice or two that I love the most at the school. That's terrible. Well, it's not really terrible, but it's funny to say it like that, but it's true. Like, I love those kids. Yeah.
And just sitting here with you, I can tell in your facial expressions, in your eyes, you
I can't
truly
hide
do.
that.
No, you cannot. You truly do.
Yeah,
love
I do
them.
love those kids.
What's next for you?
I really don't know. Being captain is something I never would have thought that would be something that I would even be in my future, I guess. But I am passionate about my job, and I do love my job, and I do love the community. So, we'll see. We'll see where we go from here.
I have to ask, what does your kids and your husband think of you getting promoted to this position?
Oh, they love it. My daughter says that we got promoted.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
We got promoted.
Yeah, got promoted. Or whenever we were SRO of the year, we were SRO of the year. Yeah. Because like I said, my family is everything to me. So, yeah.
Any advice for the younger generation out there looking to take this path, whether it be a young girl or a young boy?
Yeah, we need good officers. That's the thing. We need good officers. We need people that are like-minded like us, that are here for the community and are here to help people. We need people. So yeah, I would love for people to start applying that it's passionate. Like, I need some people that are passionate to apply. So
how can we connect with what you're doing?
Come to the events, see what we're doing.
How can we follow that?
On our social media, we have City of Dickson Police Department Facebook, or just go to City of Dickson, because they share a lot of this stuff too. We do a lot of stuff. We are in the community all the time. So if you see an event, come meet us. If we're having an event to meet the public or the community, come see us. If you have questions about things in the community, come ask us. Don't post it on social media. Come see us. Have a conversation with us. Everyone at this department will talk to you.
Really is an open door.
Absolutely. And our chief is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. Chief Lyles is phenomenal. And he does. Like, if you want to come in and have a conversation, he will be more than happy to set up and have a conversation with you.
That is good to know. Thank you, Captain Jessica Blackwell with the Dickson Police Department. Thank you for your time. Thank you for what you do. And I want to say thank you to all law enforcement officers out there for keeping all streets safe. Stick with us here at Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Welcome back. There are a number of special things happening here at Smyrna High School, and this is just one of them. Take a look at this beautiful space. This is the new athletic facility here at Smyrna High School. To share with us what this means to all the athletes who are able to use this facility, we have head football coach Matt Williams. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, Stephanie, I appreciate y'all doing this.
Well, talk to me about the space. I mean, it's beautiful for one. What does this do for athletes?
A ton. I mean, I can't even put it into words. Our athletes, not just football players, that's the thing. We have hundreds of kids that will come through on a daily basis for weightlifting class with Coach Villarreal and myself, and so it's benefiting every sport at Smyrna High School, not just football. But the beauty of this facility is we had 7 racks in our old facility, now we have 14, and plus we have much more as far as supplemental lift equipment that really helps us out. So I would say the biggest thing right now is just efficiency and getting our stuff done a lot quicker.
For the donors who helped to make this possible, what would you like to say to them?
Just so thankful and very humbled by it, and you know, it's a true blessing. SRM Concrete, just can't put into words what they've meant to our program. And this goes back years. It's not just started. I mean, our scoreboard years ago, they helped us get our scoreboard that's up now. And they've done many, many things behind the scenes, not just for Smyrna High School, but schools all across the county. So they're just a blessing to our community. Dow Smith Construction has been a big, asset to us. They're the ones actually doing the construction. But Dow and I coached Dow's son, Harris, and so it's sort of a neat thing. We've had a partnership since early, 2010s, 2012, so that we had plans going for this, and it finally came to fruition, which is nice.
And I look at the space, and I'm not looking at it lightly. For some people, they may say it's just a workout room, like it's just weights or whatnot. But share with them, as an athlete, like what you have to perform the way you need to perform when you're in a game.
Right, yeah. I mean, we've also got a turf area in there that's 30 yards long and about 10 yards wide that we can do our agility workouts out on. Sled work, you name it, we can do it on that turf. So that's a nice, added addition. But also, we got coaches' offices in there, a training room. We've got a new locker room we're moving into tomorrow, which I'm excited about. So, the pluses are too many to list, really. So it's been a blessing.
Being the head football coach, I have to ask about the football season. You were sharing with me you had a pretty good one last year. What does this year look like for you?
We're very hopeful. We've got a lot of talent, especially young talent. Our freshman last year won the county, and so we've got some sophomores this year that are going to contribute. I think our scout looks are much better than they have been in the past just because of that talent. But we're always aiming high here at Smyrna High School and have high expectations. So getting beat in the second round is not my expectation. We expect to be in the running for the region championship and obviously to compete for state championships. So that's our goal.
As an athlete, sometimes you have obstacles and things happen. You yourself know what it's like to be injured, have to switch gears a little bit. Sure. What do you share with your athletes, when things happen and they're just like, Coach, I can't do it, or I don't know what to do? What do you say to them?
Well, I always tell them you're not going to be defined by your victories. You're going to be defined by how you react to your losses. And when you get knocked down, you got to be able to get back up and keep going. And that's not just football or any sport, that's life. So that's the message we try to send here at Smyrna High School. And, we're about, faith, family, all those things. But, we always preach God, family, grades, and then football. So we try to put all those priorities in the proper order. So I always tell them, notice football came fourth in that. So we try to put those things in order like we want them done. And hopefully those kids learn something from that.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. Before we leave you today, we would like to highlight the fact that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. In fact, this year, 2024, 360,000 people will be diagnosed with breast cancer. But with early detection, making sure that you get your mammograms done, you make your yearly annual visits, the early detection 5% survival rate, that goes up to 99%. How can we show support this month? Well, by wearing pink, a pink ribbon or pink in clothing. We do look forward to later in the month sharing more information about breast cancer here on Mornings on Main Street. As always, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.